So this is a bit of a fork in the road. We're just going to wait for Paul to steal it. Now we're going to wait for Jez. Oh, they're all doing a poo at the same time. Jez is just getting his wallet to pay every time. We've got 4 more official items and then we can cut those. So we're going to do speeches, then we're going to hear from Jez and Flo, and then we're going to see them cut cake and first dance, then we can't do the launch. But I am filming this because I have been looking forward to this for a very, very, very long time. We've got 2 best men doing speeches tonight. So without further ado, we're going to introduce best man number 1, Mr. Beech!
Up there, Beech! Up there, geezer!
There comes a time in everyone's life when they meet their one true love, their soulmate, that one person that they can't live without. For Jez, that came 8 years ago in the St George Hotel when he met me. For those who don't know me, I'm Kyle. Some of you know me as Beechy. I'd like to start by saying what a massive privilege it is to be stood here today. An amazing job preparing Flo for a big day. In particular, with all the paddocks around the doors of the house this morning to stop Flo from running off. In all seriousness, I think all of us here today will agree that Flo looks perfect. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Jez, on the other hand, just looks a little bit stunned. To be fair, I know how hard Jez has been working this last year or so to give Flo her dream wedding. He's even been doing the odd night shift here and there, so fair play, mate. Your hard work is definitely paid off. So who is the real Jez Dudley? Firstly, I think it's only right to address the elephant in the room. It's quite clear Jez wishes he was Asian. Honestly though, if it's not the endless stories of how he's half Burmese, or the obsession with karaoke bars, it's the regular trips to Mogan, which is where you'll find him most weekends if he's not chewing your ear off in some random's kitchen. Over the years, Jez and I have grown closer. As Jez and I have grown closer, he would often tell me how I reminded him of his brother Luke, who is sadly no longer with us. I never really opened up about this, but it means the world to me, as I know how much Luke meant to Jez. I never had the chance to meet Luke, but I know he'll be looking down and be so proud of you, stood here today, mate, with the love of your life in your arm. Truth be told, I don't know what it's like to have a brother, but in mates like you, Jez, I have the next best thing. Jez, you're one of the strongest, most loyal, most generous geezers I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. Even if at times that generosity has cost me a few weeks off work here and there. You're one in a million, mate. And seeing you happy honestly means the world to me. I'd like to give a little mention to our tailor, Mary, on the fine job she has done with Jez's suit trousers. Mary told us that in her 50 years as a tailor, Jez's trousers were by far her toughest assignment. In all her years, she has never had to taper a 32-inch waist into a 2-inch ankle. Quite clearly, there's been no expenses spared on this wedding. Those trousers will cost the most.
A1.
Florence, where do I start? You really find out who your true friends are when you go through your hardest times. And without question, Flo was there for me when I went through mine. She's become like a sister to me. She's one of the most kind-hearted people I know. She's selfless, and like her mum, she's an amazing cook. Jez, I'm jealous. It's not easy at times for me, Jez, and some of the other boys whose families are the other side of the world. But Flo, people like you make us feel so welcomed and part of your family. It really does make it a hell of a lot easier, and I thank you for that. Flo, I couldn't be happier that you're marrying one of my best mates. All of us are so excited to see what the future holds for the both of you. And maybe someday soon, if Jez isn't shooting blanks, we might get to meet little Jez. We might get to meet little Jez or little Florence. To be fair, some of us have already met little Jez. Lastly, I phoned my grandmother back in England last week to draw from her wisdom and see if she gave any relationship advice I could pass on to the married couple. So here we go. Number 1. Learn to attack problems and not each other. Number 2. Take each other for who they are and not who you want them to be. 3. Never ever let money cause friction in your marriage. Jez, mate, you need to understand, if you have $100 and Flo has $100, Flo now has $200. Number 4. Never go to bed angry, stay up fighting. And lastly, remember, a great marriage is not when the perfect couple come together, it's when an imperfect couple enjoy their differences. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to make a toast to Mr. and Mrs. Dudley.
Give it up for Beech, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, perfect. I always like to take notes on speeches. I've been single a long time. It's good to know when you get a partner, your 100 turns into 200 for them because of inflation. My girlfriend is inflation because I have to blow her up. So. Last bit. After your wedding, Jez, when you're done with your pants, I do need a protector for my tripod legs. So. England non-stop and then through to the other side. All up for Pauly.
Can everyone clean their forks off, please? Because I want to take them at the end of the night. But yeah, anyway, hello everyone. For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Paul's Jess's mate, best mate. Not quite sure what number I am because I know there's a few of you fighting for the top spot. I'm here today all the way from London. I think Jez knew how nervous I'd be doing this speech for his own entertainment, but don't worry Jezzy, I'll get you back mate. I've known Jez for over 20 years and he asked me to talk today about what a great guy he is. I can honestly say he's handsome, brilliant, funny and... Sure, I mean, what's it say Jez? I can't read the writing mate. Far from mate, far from. Since the first year, I've seen a transformation from a lanky, goofy, awkward youth to a slightly less awkward adult. And it's my pleasure to speak on this important occasion. We met back in 2003 and we did strike up a good friendship to start as we were both competitive with each other. But it soon became apparent we were more alike than we thought. So I can say now, over the years, you're more than just a friend to me, you're like a family and part of the furniture. But who would have thought it? Me at the age of 35, hair transplant later, and a dad, I'll be standing here today to witness my best mate marry the love of his life. So do you remember this time, Jez, when we were younger, and we drank my dad's whiskey, and we filled it back up with water? Then a couple of weeks later, you was at mine, and my dad asked us to come into the kitchen. He had 2 glasses on the side. He goes, Paul, try the glass of whiskey. So I said, okay. Try it. I said, yes, Dad, that's whiskey. So I tried the second glass, I was like, yeah, that's whiskey also. So then he asked you, Jez, holding your laughter, can you try the glass of whiskey? Holding up the bottle, which literally was see-through. And he goes, he laughed out and he goes, yeah, this first one was definitely stronger. Thanks, Jez, for throwing me under the bus. When we was young growing up, Jez had the very best of everything. I remember I'd buy a car and Jez would buy one 10 times better. I always remember this one motor he had. It was I was always jealous over the RS 2000, nice shiny red car. Jez would drive it around for months on end, taking it everywhere he went. I remember one day he'd get a phone call from him saying he'd been stopped by the police because he had a court hearing because he had no insurance. Then after the hearing, he rang me, he said, I've got to let off lightly, as he was convinced the judge that he was insured for his mum's insurance. So still today, I don't know how he got away with that one. So it's safe to say he'll get away with murder. So, hang on, let's see. Sorry for it. Anyway, I'm not speaking for myself, but anyone who has got Jez in their lives is lucky to have him because he's such a good friend to everyone. And the day I took you to the airport to embrace your new journey and adventure, I was never worried about you one bit. So I knew anywhere in the world you'll go, you would always bet yourself and be okay. But once I said my goodbyes, I did shed a little soppy, I did share a tear because I'm soppy melt as I can be. I can tell you many stories, but we'll be here till Christmas. And I've been told to keep on strict orders to keep it PG because most of them been in the shed sesh. So that's enough of me. He even took a week off work and spent it with you. So I know Jez missing out on money is a big thing. So I usually thought to myself, who is this woman who has stole my best mate's heart? As the months went on and their relationship progressed, and knowing my best mate's happy, many FaceTime calls later, virtual drinks and dance routines, I realised Jez has finally found his match. Flo, I can say, when I first got to meet you physically in person, it was like I've known you forever. Stunning as you are, your character really showed me you would always keep my boy on his toes in and out of the bedroom. So that time you came to London, I remember in that hotel my cousin bravely asked you for an arm wrestle, which he just about won. And then when me and Jez went to the bar, we come back to the room and you had him in a headlock. And I was like, Jez, you're fucked if you upset her, what a woman. So Flo, never stop being you, as everybody loves you. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to all stand, raise a glass for the people that could make it here today, and the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Dudley.
Give it up for Pauly, ladies and gents. So good. After hearing that insurance scam saying you get away with murder with Paul, it's probably because you use a fork. Look, we're not going to harp on any longer. We all want to hear from the man and woman of the hour of the day. Let's make them feel very, very welcome for the first time, the newlyweds, Jez and Flo. Can we support you? Yeah, don't have to speak.
Got Asian plus. Right, how are you doing, everyone? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I've been losing sleep over doing this speech for the past year, and I'm finally here. About 4 weeks ago, me and my groomsman Beech, we went to get his suit fitted, and I was telling him how nervous I was about giving this speech, and I hadn't even wrote anything down yet. He said to me, mate, I'll give you some advice. Just relax, don't try and get the whole thing done at once. Just do a couple lines a day. So I've done a couple of lines, and I wasn't really feeling it. So I've done a couple more. I'll be back for one. That's why the speech is following. Thank you everyone for coming today. We realise that it's a bit of a pain in the arse coming all the way down here, and you've got to get accommodation, babysitters, but we all hope you have a really good weekend away, and we both really appreciate you all making it. A really big thank you to my Uncle John and his partner Mike for coming. All the way from the UK, it means so much to me and Flo. And also Paul and Megan for coming all the way from the UK for the second time this year. He's also been the only mate that even after 9 years away, we've kept in contact and still talk daily. That shows how strong our friendship we have. And everyone else here means a lot to us. Since me and Flo met, it's like we have created a big family together. I've either had a deeper, meaningful chat or talked absolute crap when I've been drunk to every single one of you here. If I hadn't, you wouldn't be here today. You're all Alright, to the groomsmen, I'm very lucky to have this many good friends. Each of them have done a lot for me over the years, and all of them are like brothers to me. I could say a little bit about each of them, but I don't want to bore you all, and I'll probably start crying like a little bitch. Not many people have 2 best men and 6 groomsmen in all. One of them's not here today, which is upsetting. But we're going to see him next week, aren't we, in Pauly? But there are many of you here who I'd have up there with me. But it would get a bit weird when there's like 20 of you standing next to me.
My mates mean a lot to me, and I'll do anything for all of you. Right, Florence. Since our second date, we've been inseparable. I didn't even go to work after our first proper day, so I could spend the day with you. Sorry, Ash. She looks amazing, she always does.
Sorry, Owen.
Since day one, I was like, how did I manage to pull that? I never got many birds at school, to be honest. But now I have got his wife, better than any birds back in the end. I really appreciate everything she does for me. She literally waits on me hand and foot and looks after me like I'm a king. It has costed me a few hundred dresses, a healthy Prada and Gucci bags, and that was just in the last 6 months. She is the person who settles me and makes me feel relaxed. Without her, I can't sit still. She's very stylish and always looks amazing, especially tonight. I'm a very lucky man. This trait hasn't transferred over to me yet. I just still wear one of the 2 outfits, either a black t-shirt and jeans, or white t-shirt and jeans. The first week I met her, she looked into my wardrobe and said, you need to buy more clothes. I have, but instead of 3 white t-shirts, I have 50. You're a great, amazing woman, and I'm happy to call you my mum. Close brother, Jamie, what an amazing guy. He made me feel very comfortable the day I met him, even though I was shitting myself. And Flo showed me a picture of him, and he looked hard as fuck. After a few beers, we made friends, and he said, you can marry my sister. I thought that was pretty easy, to be honest. Flo came out and heard him say this and said, I'm not a cow, you can't just sell me off. After a few beers with my boyfriend, who only just met, he must know a good one when he sees one. Massive respect to him. He has a lovely family, a beautiful wife and 3 kids. He works his arse off 6 days a week to support them. I will strive to be as good and as hard working as he is. I'm happy to call him my brother. It's quite a long speech, sorry. The bridesmaids, I love you all. You're all my mates, not just those now. Over the years, you have counselled us when we have needed it, and gave us both advice and not been biased, which has helped us grow. This has made sure we are here today, stronger than ever. This extends to all the friends here, not just the bridesmaids and the groomsmen. You have all been there for us, and we both really appreciate it. Lastly, to E&M Electrical Crew, only a couple of you here today. I used to be running around like a loose cannon, and everyone at work would love to hear my antics and what I got up to at the weekend. It bit me in the arse a few times. I remember looking at my mate, who's here today, Sean and his Mrs. Seth, brilliant couple, and thinking, I need to grow up. That is what I want, that is power. Finally, I've got that with me. And the thank you of the night is to my first boss here in Australia, Owen, who gave me an opportunity to come here. I was good sparky, but an absolute nightmare. I But he saw the good in me and he gave me a second chance and sponsored me so I could stay. His wife Patricia is here too, and she helped me above and beyond with my visa, and without them two I wouldn't be stood here today, so thank you so much. Lastly, a quick thank you to Lara, our amazing wedding planner. She's done an amazing job, and thank you to the celebrant Daniel for making us laugh today. You're both off the clock now, so get pissed. If you're going to get really pissed, I hope you'll have a good night. And then Ish, let's go.
So let's give it up for Jez. Absolutely nailed that scene. Oh, he's been stressing about that for so long, man. He fucking smashed that out of the park. Absolutely killed it. Yeah, level 2? Fuck yeah. So while we've got eyes on, we're going to get you straight over to cut the cake. That's if Paul hasn't stolen a knife for a full set. So we'll get you over to the cut the cake, and the only way to make this fun is we'll do a countdown, 3, 2, 1, Happy New Wedding. Otherwise we're watching them prepare dessert. So when I go 3, 2, 1, we'll say Happy New Wedding instead of Happy New Year. And then we're going to go straight to first dance. So Jez is going to do some popping lock. Jez and Flo, Jez. If you guys can cut the cake, that'll be sweet. Yeah, there is a knife up there. I was just joking. Paul did not steal it. He'll be stealing desserts for the fools. Alright. So we'll get her in position. Let's do Happy New Wedding on 3, 2, 1. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Happy